Hi, and welcome back to How to Deal with the Conflict Part 4. So, in the previous video, we did see what is conflict. It's a disagreement between two people, and how it's an opportunity for you to strengthen your relationship in your personal and professional life. Why do the conflict occur? What are the causes of it? And what are the skills which are used to resolve the conflict? So first skill which we learned was managing the stress when the conflict occurs, and how you can actually see and remain calm during the conflict, and how that will help you to resolve the conflict in a very healthy way. The second skill, which is very important, is emotional awareness. So let's understand about it ahead in this video. Hi, I'm Dr. Deepa Shetty here. I am a health coach, and my vision is to create health around me and create a healthy world. So on that respect, I make a lot of videos, and this video is one such opportunity for me to add value in your life. So let's understand how important is emotional awareness. So when I mean emotional awareness, it's about during the conflict, if you're not aware of how you feel, why you feel this way, you will not be able to resolve the conflict in a healthier way, because you will be overwhelmed by this emotion. So it's very important that you get aware of your emotion. Most of the time, what happens that during a conflict, when a stronger emotion gets triggered, like an anger or a sadness, we either ignore it or sedate it, which doesn't allow us an opportunity to connect with our own self, with our own emotion. Unless and until you connect with your feelings, accept them, and get aware of them and get connected to them, you will not be able to get aware of the other person's feeling also. Because unless you're aware of your emotions, you won't be able to be aware of the other person's emotion too, and hence the conflict cannot get resolved. So it's very important that you get aware of your own emotions during, not during the conflict itself, but in general. So why emotional awareness is important? Because that's how you are able to actually be present to your emotion, and that emotion will guide you towards your need from where this conflict is arising, and you will be able to listen to the other person's need also from where the conflict is arising. Hence, that will give you a win-win situation. And that's for that, what is important is that you really get aware of how this will help you. So how do you do this? It is something wherein you will get aware of your own emotion, you will get aware of the other person's emotion, you will understand the other person in a format, or in its totality, and the core of the person's need. You will be able to remain motivated during the conflict, and hence resolve it in a very win-win situation. So that is why your emotional awareness is a very important task for you and for your relationship. So, how do we get aware of our emotions? Is by staying with that emotion rather than ignoring or sedating it, and connecting with your own self, and hence connecting to the other person. For which, the variety of things which are important, and the list of things which are important, is first and foremost is listening to the other person, what the person is saying. Sometimes the person is actually saying something and feeling something else, so staying there and listening to the person. And when you do that, then the other person may also give you the opportunity, or they may also sit there and listen to you, because you're listening to actually help each other. And the other thing which is important is that you don't come from a background wherein it is important for you to win the conflict or to win the argument. What is important is to really see that how this is going to give you a perspective and opportunity to strengthen your relationship. So it's not about winning the argument, it is about connecting with your own self. So if you don't come from that perspective, it will help you a lot. Also, it's important for you to really forgive. You don't get the past things in the conflict because that is something in the past and you have forgiven. Learn to forgive the past and remain in the present. If you focus on the present right now, why it is happening, then you'll be able to solve it in a very productive way. Also, choose your battles. Not everything is important. Every conflict, every battle is to be fought. Sometimes you just let go some things which are not important at this moment and resolve the conflict and not get into the conflict. Like a small example can be like if you are arguing about a space, in a relationship, but if you are able to let go of that argument right now in this moment, because what's important right now is to develop the intimacy, then maybe you can just, it is not about who is winning, it's about choosing my battle, which will be not draining my energy and draining of energy of anybody else out there. So choose your battles, choose the argument you would want to really sit there and solve in a healthier way, because that helps the base of your relationship. Everything out there is not to be, fought across or agreed upon. Choose to disagree if you're not agree and just let it go. You can just drop the conflict there, because that's something may not be important at that point of time. What is important is that you strengthen your relationship. Also, pay attention to the non-verbal of the person during the conflict. Sometimes what you are communicating is not what you're saying. The same way what the other person is saying may be different from what that person is feeling. If you see the feeling what that's happening during the conflict, you will understand that what is important right now, that you mirror something which you want in that other person. Like if the person is angry and agitated, you remaining calm will help the person to mirror that calmness, and that will help to resolve the conflict. Also, what you are also saying and feeling within counts. So if you are saying stay calm and your tonality is stay calm in a higher way, in a higher pitch, that will not communicate what you're saying. So your non-verbal during a communication, during a conflict, during what you want to communicate, you will have to mirror that inside you. Also, the feeling has to be with the words, and that's how you will help the other person too and yourself in the conflict by getting aware of how you're feeling and getting aware of the other person too. So conflict can be a very beautiful chance for you to actually win the relationship, not the argument. It is an opportunity for you to get aware of your own emotion, for you to really remain calm under the stressful situation, and for you to strengthen the relationship in your personal life, in your professional life, with your team, and be the person you want. And that's the basis on which we should all stand. And that's how resolving a conflict in a healthier way can help you to be the person you want to be. So hope all the 4 videos that I've made on conflict has helped you. This is the first time I've made a 4 video session on a conflict, because that's something I've seen in everyday life, where most of the physical ailment which happens to a person is because of unresolved emotional conflict which is happening inside him and the conflict happening in their life, and also because they want to avoid this quarreling and this kitch in their life. So what's important is that you don't see that, you see it in a way which will help you to be aware of your own self and of the person, and you will see that there won't be any conflict. There will be just a discussion and a healthier way to be together. Hope this video added some value to your life, and thank you for listening to me. Do add a comment in the comment section. See you all again. See ya.